Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Sadie, your new favorite spiritual and life coach. Divine inspiration, let's get into it. You are her divine inspiration. You are a source of inspiration for your friends. You are a source of inspiration for your family. You are a source of inspiration for your community. You are a source of inspiration to every single person connected to you. Let that marinate. Let that sink in. Happy New Year 2024. We back at it like we never left. So, if you haven't already read the title, they exposed themselves. This video is a spin-off. I don't know if you saw the other video that, the last video that was put out concerning it being cutoff season. This is basically another version or a part 2 of part 1, which was that video. And I say that because I was being very modest. I was being very modest in that first video, okay? This video is more geared towards the other side of that. The other video, if you haven't watched it, you can go back and watch it. But basically, what was said is that a lot of times, like, we just outgrow people. It's not any animosity or any beef or anything that's like really pushing us to push somebody out of our lives or push people out of our lives. It's not no danger. It's not a fight. It's not an argument. It's none of those things. It's just that you on two separate paths and you going two separate ways, and you guys are just not aligning anymore. Okay. So this video right here, they expose themselves. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but if you have been paying attention, you will notice and you will see that people have continuously been exposing themselves, okay? Now, this video ain't for everybody. It's only for a select few. So, I want you to understand this. When God or when the divine or when the universe is trying to show you something or reveal something to you, when you fail to see it or you miss it or you don't catch it, it's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming around until you finally get it. Until you finally say, okay, I see this person for who they are. I see this situation for what it is. I see the situation for what it is. I need to make a decision. Until you recognize it, until you see it clear as day, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to come around. It's going to continue to pop up. Things are going to continue to happen. Now, a lot of times, look, when you got a good heart, you really have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to the people that you pour into, the people that you giving your energy to. Because if you ever sit back and reflect and you ever weigh the scales, if you ever see it, whether it could be anything, it could be a friendship, a relationship, a partnership, it could be business, it could be family, it could be literally any connection. If it's not balancing out, if it's not weighing out, if your output is more than your input from these people or from this person, it's off balance. Something is off. Not only that, but when you got a big heart, when you really care about the well-being of people, when you sincerely, genuinely mean well for people, and they make it seem like that's what you're supposed to do, or that's how you're supposed to be, or that's how you're supposed to act, or you're supposed to support them, or you're supposed to be there for them, that's where they got you messed up at. Because you are not required and you're not supposed to do nothing. You choose to do what you do. You choose it because of the heart you have. You choose to do the things that you do for people. But when the smoke clears and when you finally gain clarity and you finally start seeing the signs, you've seen the signs before. You just didn't want to accept it because y'all grew up together. You seen the signs a long time ago. You seen the red flags a long time ago. But you know what? You bypassed it because you known them since y'all was kids. Oh, that's my family. That's my blood. We've been together for years. It could be any of those things on the lines of that. So you bypassed it. But you know what? Time is going to keep ticking. And time is going to eventually catch up. And it's going to catch up. And it's going to catch up. And it's going to keep showing you, keep showing you, keep showing you who these people truly are. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is sit back, listen, and pay attention. And it's okay if you don't see it on the first time. I don't see everything on the first time around. So if you don't catch it the first time around, it's okay. Just sit back, wait, and watch. Watch as well as pray. God will reveal to you who's for you, who is not for you, who's envious of you, who's jealous of you, or whatever the case may be. It has, and to tell you the truth, it have absolutely nothing to do with you. Yes, you a humble person. Yes, people admire you. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, it don't have nothing to do with you, but it have everything to do with the brokenness, the pain, and the unhealed parts of them. And sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you. So when you sit back, these people, they expose themselves. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is be yourself. Be yourself. If you're a natural giver, right? If you're a natural giver with a big heart, just be yourself. You know, if there's a time of need, if they need something, I'm telling you, it's all gonna be revealed. Be yourself. If people need something, or if you feel like you want to jump in and help, or you want to support, or you want to be there, just do that. And then sit back and watch how they support you, how they show up for you, how they treat you. That's when they expose themselves. That's when they expose themselves. Because majority of people is so superficial. They only looking at the outside. They only looking at material possessions. They looking at the car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear. They looking at all that. They're not looking at integrity. They're not looking at your character. They're not looking at your humility. They're not looking at your character. They're not looking at who you are on a deeper level. They're not looking at that. They don't care about that. People say that respect is earned, is not given. Okay, bet. By the time we done with you, you gonna respect it. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta agree with it. You don't have to be with it, walk by side with it, but you gonna respect it. That's for sure. Period, point blank. Just sit back. They expose themselves every single time. And you know what? We in the New Year's 2024. Guess what? It's a new day. It's a new day. I told y'all how much I love new beginnings. I love new moons. I love New Year's. I love new beginnings. I love a new fresh day. Because it just gives you a fresh, clean slate to start over. To see things from a new perspective. To see things from a different perspective. It's just so much more peaceful. And a lot of these things come as a test. You know, people be sent as a test sometimes. Situations come to test and see if you really caught on to this BS. To see if you really caught on to the manipulation. To see if you really caught on to the tricks of the enemy. To see if you can really see it clearly. It could be so many factors that hinder people from seeing you for who God made you to be. So many factors. Your age, your gender, your race, your appearance. So many different characteristics hinders people from seeing you for who God made you to be, for who God created you to be, the gifts that God put inside of you. Because they wondering why they don't have it. Everything that glitter ain't gold. And I'm like, I've had it up to here. Because with social media, you really got to be careful. Like, you really have to guard your heart. Because everything that glitter is not gold. People out here fronting, people out here faking, people out here living fake lives. They act like they doing well, they doing this, they doing that. But you know what? Behind closed doors, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. But it's okay, because everything done in the dark comes to the light. And the one thing I will say is, like, the one thing I will say is something that really ticks you off, in a sense, is that a lot of times some of these people be people that you genuinely care about, that you love, that you want to see the best of the best of the best of. But you know what? It comes a point in time where you just have to accept what it is at face value. That's it. You have to accept it. You can't judge. You can't criticize. You can't change. You can't alter. You can't help. You just have to accept them, accept it, accept the situation for what it is, whatever it is. Accept it for what it is. Because as long as you just sit back, be cool, and watch, all will be revealed. Trust and believe that. So it's not that you looking for faults, or you looking for sins, you looking for judgment, you looking for something. It's not like you out here looking for anything. You just living your life. You just living your life. You're not looking for nothing. But you know what? They the ones that come. They the ones that come with the drama. They're the ones that come with the BS. They're the ones that come with the manipulation. And then when you speak up for yourself, or when you basically speak on what's been exposed, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You really gonna get them mad. Don't do that. But the one thing about me is, I'm outspoken. And the one thing about me is, I keep for the most part, I keep my opinion to myself. I keep it to myself. But you know what? When something really bothers me, or when it's like dead wrong, or when I just see it crystal clear for what it is, manipulation, oh, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. 10 times out of 10, I'm going to say something, okay? I don't speak on everything. I can see things and I can let it ride, but certain stuff I will. So that's that. Like I said, it's always two sides to a story. You know what I'm saying? And when we was on the road to this year, when we was on the road here, we was dropping all of that dead weight. And now that we here, the dead weight has been lifted, because it's a new year. And how many years are you just going to continue to be in a repetitive cycle? It's like, if you want different, you have to move different. If you want different, you have to do something differently. But you can't expect different if you're doing the same things. If you're tolerating the same things. If you're tolerating the same people, the same tactics, the same manipulation, the same little schemes they use, then guess what? This year ain't going to be no different than last year. It's going to be the same stuff. It's going to be the same thing until you make a conscious decision. Like, you know what? This person has already being revealed to me. This situation has already been revealed to me. Not just once. I'm not talking about just one time. I'm talking about over and over again. If you can look back, if you can reflect, if you can count on your fingers, how many times, how many red flags that you saw that you bypassed for whatever reason, then you will finally be like, you know what? This is where I draw the line. This is where I call it quits. This is where I have to do what I have to do for me. That's it. So be on the lookout this week. We got so much more rolling in. And as I was talking earlier, I almost went into the other message that I have for you guys, but I'm like, wait, that's a different message. That's a different time. That's a different date, because I don't want to overwhelm myself or overwhelm you. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Divine Inspiration YouTube channel. Okay. I love you guys. Happy New Year. I'll see you soon. And I pray that all is well, and take what's for you and leave what's not. All right. Peace.